Mount Vesuvius is one of the most known and historical volcanoes on the entire planet. The volcano has a unique tectonic setting separating it from other volcanoes from around the globe. This is due to its tectonic plate setting. The volcanic eruption of 79 AD was a massive eruption, ejecting debris and high-speed lava flows, causing major damage to the people and cities around it. Mount Vesuvius is an active volcano, and precautions to protect the people are being taken very seriously by the Italian officials. They have devised plans and codes for potential eruptions. This video will discuss the settings, effects, and future precautions of Mount Vesuvius using credible and historical references. Mount Vesuvius is a stratovolcano that was formed due to the subduction zone where the Eurasian plate is pushing down the African plate. The eruption of 79 AD was a Plinian eruption that threw large volumes of rock, gas, and ash miles into the atmosphere, which then expanded rapidly over a large area. Along with the column of smoke and debris raining down the city, it also experienced high-velocity pyroclastic flows of hot volcanic ejecta that formed at the base of the cloud of smoke. Mount Vesuvius is located on the western coast of Italy and formed nearly 17,000 years ago from a subduction zone between the African plate and the Eurasian plate converging together. Mount Vesuvius is part of the Campanian volcanic arc, which is a line of volcanoes that also formed from the same subduction zone. In the figure you can see the unique feature below Vesuvius, where there is something called a slab window. The screen slab window is shown, and it depicts the heat from Earth's mantle, powerful enough to melt the rock from the African plate, causing a buildup of pressure that creates major volcanic eruptions. On August 24, 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius erupted near Pompeii, Italy. Within the next 25 hours, the whole city of Pompeii and Herculaneum were wiped out. Because seismic activity was so common in this area, citizens paid little attention to several earthquakes that shook the area earlier in the month, and they did nothing to prepare for the volcanic eruptions that would soon doom the city. According to records, about 2,000 people survived the initial eruption of Vesuvius, but the more powerful second eruption killed everyone remaining in the city who couldn't evacuate. Shortly after midnight, a wall of volcanic mud engulfed the nearby town of Herculaneum, obliterating the town as its citizens fled towards Pompeii. About 6:30 a.m. on the following morning, a glowing cloud of volcanic gases and debris rolled down Vesuvius' slopes and enveloped the city of Pompeii. Most victims died as the superheated air burned their lungs and contracted their muscles, leaving the bodies in a semi-curled position. When the rain mixed with the ash from the volcano, it formed a concrete that preserved the city, as seen in the pictures above. When assessing the risk of the future eruptions of Mount Vesuvius, it's not a question of if it will erupt again, but a question of when it will erupt. Scientists who study this volcano say that it is overdue for an explosion. Vesuvius is considered one of the world's most dangerous volcanoes, and the only active volcano on Europe's mainland. Scientists predict that the next eruption will become incredibly forceful, since Vesuvius sits on top of a layer of magma deep in the earth that is 154 square miles. When Vesuvius erupts again, it will send rock and ash at speeds of up to 100 miles per hour into the air as far as 12 miles. This eruption has the potential to endanger more than 3 million people and completely wipe out the surrounding cities. With Mount Vesuvius being an active volcano, plans must be made to ensure the safety of those living in the surrounding areas. The scientific community used the eruption in 1631 as a guideline to develop their current emergency plan to create 4 levels of threat for the surrounding land, just like the picture shown. The first and current stage is a sort of basic alert, where low seismicity and low changes in gravity fields occur. Phase 2 is a phase of attention, where the Vesuvius Observatory knows substantial changes in chemical and physical parameters of the volcano. This does not mean that a volcanic eruption is going to happen yet, but the possibility of an eruption is possible. The third phase, pre-alert phase, is where health facilities are evacuated first and rescuers will be placed in the areas of evacuation. The citizens are then allowed to evacuate the area and will have their property supervised by troops stationed in the area. The alarm stage is the fourth and final phase. It's where experts are almost positive of an eruption happening in the next few weeks. If the eruption does not happen, the warning will go back to the third phase, and if these steps are followed and executed properly, the impact of the volcano can be greatly reduced. In conclusion, Mount Vesuvius has the potential to erupt at any time and repeat the catastrophe that happened so many years ago. This danger forces scientists to monitor the mountain 24 hours a day so they can predict an eruption as early as possible. Overall, Vesuvius is one of the most dangerous and historic volcanoes in the world today.